Happy Thursday, friends. Let's get down to business. The Fed met yesterday. Started out being good news for us and ended up not being good news for us. Job reports are tomorrow, so we're going to see what that brings us. But let's talk about what's going on. So you guys can see we've had a good little run as of late. Rates coming down a touch compared to where they have been. You're now sub 7, according to FreddieMac.com. That is still at 0.8 points. Here's the charts. Look, guys, you can see the last 2 days. Again, the Fed started out, things were great, thinking we were going to be fine and okay. And then all of a sudden, Jerome Powell decides to start talking. So here's what happened, guys. They did raise rates by 0.75. We knew that was happening. That's okay. That's normal. They even said good things in their statements like, hey, we're going to kind of do this and things are going to be a-okay and we're going to be fine. We think we're getting ahead of this. And then Jerome Powell basically comes out and says everything to the contrary. Basically, he said, hey, we're not sure. We see no end in sight. We'd rather err to the side of caution and just hike too much because we can always lower them. So what it does is it just creates a little distrust or a lot of distrust in the Fed to say, like, what's the messaging? Do we believe that he can do this? Last time, I mean, they got us in trouble in the first place for not raising rates when they should have. Now the fears are going to keep raising rates when they shouldn't. So I got to be honest with you, I'm a little bit on the J Powell train in the sense that you got to take care of inflation. You can't let it be this high for that long. You do have to squash it. But the point that a lot of folks are making is, the data we're getting is 2 and 3 months old, in some cases even 4 months old. And so if you're making your decisions today on the rate hikes based on information in the past and saying, hey, we see no end in sight and we're going to keep our foot on the gas, it's like driving a car looking in the rearview mirror. So I think that's the big concern. He basically said, hey, we're not even pausing, we're full metal and let's get going. So the projection is in December, they're going to do that 50 basis points. Initially 0.75 was on the table. Time will tell. What a world we live in, huh? Here's something, guys. A lot of lenders, like ourselves included, about a month ago or so, started doing loans at $715,000 for the new conforming loan amount. Meaning, jumbo financing does not kick in until 715, comma 001, so $1. So 715 was the limit. We've done a couple loans like this. Turns out we were guessing. The industry was guessing 715. They now think that maybe the real number is going to be about 700,000 even. Is going to be the new limit going into the new year. So again, time will tell what they think the actual conforming limits will be somewhere around 700 instead of 715. So just keep that in mind. But that is up from 647,000, 200. So call it roughly about 53,000 bucks. That's a really good increase and keeps us out of jumbo financing for more and more folks as housing get more expensive. I've been looking at this lately, talked to a couple of folks as of late that have been flipping, and I'm shocked they're still like lenders, hard money lenders, still doing some good things. And we can do that. We can help you guys out if you know somebody that wants to flip and do hard money. But I just thought this was interesting. The average property flip, the price was $328, which that's wild. Like to me, and again, I've been doing this for 20 years, but in my mind, all the flipping's done at like the 150 to 200,000 range. The fact that it's $328 is just wild. But also, apparently flipping in second quarter of this year made up 1 out of every 12 transactions. I thought that was staggering too. That's a lot. So there you go, some good data. And then guys, just for a quick in slide here, just a financial FYI. We whoever has a 401k can start contributing another $2,000 for a total of $22,500 for the year 2023. So that's going up. IRA type contributions to individual retirement accounts. That's going up $500. So you can do $6,500 now instead of $6,000. And ultimately, for anybody over 50 that wants to play catch up, it now allows $7,500 up from 65. So there you go. That's your financial news for the week. I appreciate you guys as always. Feel free to call us. We'll be around this weekend. I think it's supposed to be rainy and nasty. So we'll be here working if you need us. So appreciate you guys. And as always, Think Mortgage. Go Mark.